Hello, thank you for coming to listen to this session. Today the I Am will be talking about exposures and disclosures, extraterrestrials, ascension, the earth, and being a higher frequency, yet walking in 3D as a human. Excuse me, that's my parrot Mango, sun conure. Now, I will read the session. The acceleration of all the things that are happening on the earth, the exposure of all the negatives and truths are quite easily seen on even the internet, but one can feel it as well. The light is coming out, and with the light, of course, will come the confusion, as those that have been hiding their eyes are not used to the light, so to speak, and they scurry around like insects coming out from under the bushel basket. Sometimes, understandable, is their confusion, the chaos, the fear they have of being exposed, and the shock of those they are being exposed to. But again, the energy has always been there. Many have turned that blind eye for their own personal conveniences, but they suffer from those choices they make not to face the truth. For the truth is the highest that is. So to face the truth is actually experiencing their higher self in response to the situations. The situations have existed way too long, but the healing has begun. There are less cruelties that are taking place because of the light. There is, of course, more confusion in the individuals within these activities. You have asked to go deeper. You have asked for more clarity. Within yourself, there is that last spark of fear that you are inadequate, that you are not able to do this, that you are too small. But this has been proven to you, and the fear is simply that last bit of letting go, a shadow, so to speak, that has not yet been enveloped by the light. Almost going full circle of letting go to being human, evolving to your higher self, the letting go of being small. You ask to let go of it joyfully, and you are letting go and you are feeling the joy. Now we have entered a higher point in the stimulation of the evolving of others. The light beings are coming together in a higher level of consciousness and awareness of their connection with one another. Others are connecting with one another and the all that is. There is that is coming, that is new, and is more varied and a higher frequency, is more light in the fulfilling of your purpose and your path. Globally, things have begun to happen. There are many things happening that are not on the internet, that are not on your YouTube as you watch it. There are many older documentaries of awareness that are coming out. Many are now being released to the masses. The UFO ones, the awareness of those outside the human universe. Those benevolent beings are more of my children that are connected to the humans to offer supportive energy around the earth. As they wait for that awareness to reach that level, that they can introduce themselves or reintroduce themselves, for there will be a readiness. Of course, there will be pockets of those who fear and have been manipulated in their minds and spirit, but the majority have an intellect and readiness in their spirit to connect, to expand their awareness with this. That introduction will be done gently by them, by the extraterrestrials, for there is no purpose for fear or manipulation. This third dimensional reality is such a lower frequency of reality that there is no justification stirring them up or agitating them or doing anything negative for some simple pleasure. For the benevolence of those ETs that I send you is of that higher frequency and energy. The light beings are in that knowing, in that connection with them. So these higher beings that come in are not of the angel capacity. They are living beings that have a higher awareness and higher developed technology, which is simply the manipulation of the energy within the law of physics that they exist, and certainly does not qualify them as angels. But to a third dimensional reality, they are beyond the awareness of what those here are capable of understanding. But that is the purpose of evolving. The humans that evolve beyond their current understandings and perspectives to the awareness of life itself. The recognition of another dimension, even a fifth dimension, is a big thing for a third dimensional reality being. And the positive energy, the joy of it, the feeling of it is the stimulation, the motivation for it to be. The letting go, the experience of this transitional awareness of the previously unidentified. They will be identified, but not necessarily understood by the powers that be, to be utilized or controlled. Many humans in positions of power will try to manipulate, but this will not be successful. This new level of information is going to be given freely to all that are open to that understanding. It will no longer be held in secret. It will no longer be held by those in power or those in wealth, even of those of intellect such as politicians or scientists. But there will be those things that happen. The manipulations of fear. Those things, example, that Nostradamus predicted, or others with the gift of psychic have predicted, so to speak. All of those are probabilities or possibilities, and to some degree they will exist, and to some degree they will be experienced by many. Some will be experienced prior to the ascension, but not the level of any major suffering for any light beings, for they will be evolving to the fifth dimensional new earth. The ascension will happen before any major negative events or the massive catastrophes happen. That extra light that has been given to all those that ascend will be their comfort, will be the limited understanding of their choices. For again, the experiences that happen will be individual. They may stand together as a group or a family even, but it will be individual, as every heart is an individual heart. Every experience that has been entered in, whether it be karmic or past lives or anything that has happened, is outside the light being entities. Those that were experiencing basic human existences, they have enough light that their individual choices will be their level of awareness. On that level of awareness, there will be that comfort for each. But the ascension, those that have ascended are going to ascend to the new earth is ready. The level of collective consciousness light is reaching that highest frequency of five-dimensional ascension capacity, shall we say. The ascension of the bridge is coming to full fruition, full ability to allow them to cross physically into a fifth dimensional reality, to that new earth that exists. And yes, much will happen. Again, there is no date. So there is some time to go, and humans are so impatient because time seems so slow when it does not even exist in the first place. But in the highest reality, it will be as a blink of an eye. Of course, that is where you want to be now, in that moment. And in some ways you are. That exists in multiple dimensions. It is the absence of the clarity of awareness which is necessary to finish and complete this task here on 3D reality. But complete it you will. Each day that you wake up and go through your daily routines, as you call it, each day as you cross paths with others and I flow through you, what you are here to do and all light beings are here to do is the priority. For that is what creates the moment. In that blink of an eye, you will be in the new earth. But you must fulfill the task here on earth first. For there are still many that need to raise their light frequency. For those being left behind must have their light frequency raised before we leave them in 3D. I, of course, will leave no one. I simply refer to the collective consciousness of light beings, of humans, that have reached that higher frequency. But as you know, there will be a large majority of humans that will not be doing this. Those must be left with enough light that there will be that comfort for them when their experiences begin on the level that it will begin. The confusion that will be there. The pain, the suffering even. But they will be okay. And they need to know that the light is there. I am with them. They will need to know I am with each of them. For they are as children in the third dimensional reality. And I am with my children. And they are never alone. Their decisions will be respected on the level that they are. I will be there in that all that I am, the all that is, that they have connected to. They will go and continue their journey on the level that they choose. And I will be that level. I will be part of that choice for each individual. That is the preparation that all the light beings, even in their collective conscious awareness, the power of that light, the oneness of that light, that is what gives them the majority that remain in 3D, gives them their comfort in what they will experience and what is to come in that experience. And the earth, she is already in the knowing, for she knows that there is no confusion within her, as the humans may have. In the all that is, in everything, in every creature, there is that knowing that is part of the earth. There is that oneness that is part of the change in which they know it is for the highest good and is part of their natural evolving, the natural part of healing. This session, to some degree, has been difficult for you, and it is part of the response to the energies that are in the air, so to speak. On the earth right now, the confusion, those heightened frequencies of fear and chaos, that seeming separation. It is a seeming separation that causes all these things, all of these feelings, and you are in that knowing that you are not separate. Hold that knowing. As a 3D human, there are certain things that, as a 3D human, there is that certain feeling of separation free will gives, creates even, to fulfill the experience of free will. That in itself is a level of confusion. When the light being self, the knowing that flows through knows that there is none, and yet there must be. That in itself is one of the highest understandings to have, and you have that understanding. You and I, the oneness that you have come to fulfill, that you have always been. That part of you, that highest self, brings peace to this human you are and allows you to walk the steps daily in the human life. They take you to places where you help me fulfill my promise of all that is by simply being in that lower frequency, by bringing that higher frequency into this 3D reality. It is difficult to articulate, but I will help you to let go. And I tell you, you are letting go. The depths, the clarity of the I am that come to you, through you, that you are part of, is already here. Be in that knowing. For there is no fear in that highest truth. It is only light and only joy and only unconditional love. There is no stagnation of energy, for it is a constant flowing conscious energy. And I am that I am. Now there will be confirmation coming for you, for that human part of you, for that part of you that doubts and fears your own ability, so to speak, to be in the oneness with me, with these sessions. I will flow through you, and I will be all that I say I will be through you. In there is no doubt. There is only the highest truth, and that highest truth is a manifestation of your highest self through this human that you have chosen to come to be, for the purpose you have come to fulfill. And the higher promise that I flow through you to fulfill, there will be nothing, no hesitations, no human supposed frailties to stop or slow down or anything. And there are no energy blockages within you anymore. Those have been removed and will continue to be removed. There are no negative energies that will stop or prevent this flow. All of the experiences that will come through you will be part of my plan, will be part of the joy of fulfilling the highest that you are, which is the highest I am. For again, I remind you, there is no separation. There is no you and me. There is only the I am. And as simple as that concept may seem, it is also the most complicated for the 3D human to comprehend. But you are no simple 3D human. You are that higher frequency of me. And you are that I flow through. The confirmation you seek will come. There will be information that comes through me, through you, and the I am that we are, that will reflect this. That will be part of your confirmation. But nature will always give you your confirmations on a personal level, with all the new energy that is being, shall we say, stirred up on the earth today. There will be confirmations that will be sent to you, and each of you. And once again, you shall be in the proximity of one another, upon the ley lines, for the purpose of fulfilling what you came to do. Let go of the struggle to relax. Let go of the struggle to be. And there is no struggle here. There is only oneness with all that is, oneness with the I am, the source that you are connected with to be. It is as if there is a nothingness, but it is all that is. And I end this session now with the flowing of an energetic embrace for all receiving this information, that they may feel their oneness with the I am, that I am, all that is, we are. Thank you.